Travel with me to Latin America. We're making carne asada with arepas. In the test kitchen, we're always thirsty to explore more and more international flavors. These savory patties are made with a special corn flour and pair beautifully with a grilled certified Angus beef carne asada. Starting this recipe off with some fragrant aromatics, we're making our marinade first. It's simple but to the point with fresh garlic, sliced scallion, and chopped white onion. All thrown straight into a Ziploc bag for easy and clean marinating. Who doesn't love that? In go the spices with no need for measuring spoons: cumin, salt, pepper, and a little canola oil. And then a staple in this marinade, a nice cold beer. I'm using Pacifico because it's a light enough beer that won't overpower the flavor of our certified Angus beef strip steaks. But you can use any light beer that you prefer. And you've just created a dynamite marinade with very simple yet powerful flavors. Straight into the marinade, we add those gorgeous New York strip steaks. Remember, always shop certified Angus beef and look for the logo, because if it's not certified, it's not the best. These won't need to marinate long, as the marbling in these strip steaks are proof enough that this will be good eating. But to really marry the flavors for this marinade together, let's throw this back in the fridge while we make our arepas. Arepas are made by soaking and pounding dried corn in a large mortar and pestle. The moist, pounded dough would then be shaped into cakes and cooked. I'm using the pre-cooked dehydrated arepa flour. That only needs to be mixed with water and some salt to form the dough. I'm adding some oil and shredded cheese to my dough as well, only because I love that little extra saltiness that it gives. Work that cheese in with a spatula, not too much though, and cover the dough with plastic wrap and let it sit for 15 minutes on the counter. Divide the dough into 4 equal balls and work one ball at a time, covering the others with a damp towel so they don't dry out. This dough is moist, so keep in mind you might want to have a little bowl of water nearby just to keep your hands moist. Working gently, evenly flatten each dough ball into a flat cake using the palms of your hands. Melt some butter in a non-stick skillet and start to fry the arepas on each side until it looks like this. Flip to the other side and give that some time to crisp up and get that golden brown color as well. Look how beautiful these are. I'm gonna finish these off in the oven. This is a great time to like and subscribe. Our steaks are ready for the grill. The marinade has had time to do its thing, and these already smell so delicious. I'm gently patting these steaks with a clean paper towel to help dab up just any excess liquid from the marinade before I grill. This helps the grill marks really develop and that char really stick to these steaks. All these steaks need at this point is a good crust of salt and pepper, and then let's get these over the flames. And speaking of getting these over flames, make sure your grill is screaming hot. That is one of the secrets to creating a perfect crust on your steaks. Depending on the degree of doneness you like your steak, you can then drop the heat of your temperature, but initially, we want that thing really hot. We're gonna pull these steaks and get them resting on the cutting board and check on our arepas. Once the arepas are finished in the oven and the steaks are well rested, it is time to dine. When you slice the steaks to start building your arepas for serving, be mindful of how thin you slice them. We're not using a fork and knife to eat these, you guys. We're picking these up and we're biting into it like a taco. So a little thinner slice today would be good. I'll show you how to plate these up and really impress your guests or your family, whoever you're feeding tonight. These do well with a hearty amount of fresh onion, fresh lime, and fresh cilantro. I love the Latin flavors coming out of this dish. The arepa is subtly sweet with the perfect amount of salty. It goes great with this carne asada. You're gonna enjoy this. See you next time here in the test kitchen.